Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another free flight in Flight Sim 24. Today we are in South Korea, and what I'm going to be doing is flying over to Chungjuho Lake, which is the nation's largest lake from what I understand. And there is a national park and a lot of mountains surrounding it, and it's supposed to be pretty scenic. So we're going to check it out here in Flight Sim and see how it looks. And you know what? I'm not going with clear weather and everything. Hey, we're going to take this with live weather. And you can see it's pretty overcast, and it looks like they got some rain off in the distance. But this lake is not very far from where I'm at right now. Looks like maybe about 10 miles. And I have the amphibious version of this Cessna Skywagon. So let's take the pitot tubes off and chocks are gone. Alright, and man, this plane really looks, man, this looks like a real aircraft. I can tell you, look at the textures on this thing. Alright, so let's go ahead. I don't think I've even flown this a whole lot here, you know, compared to a lot of the other aircraft that I've been flying. Alright, so let's go ahead and get ready to go. But I did fly it a couple times, but I don't know if I ever did fly the amphibian version of it. Alright, so avionics master. Let's put our lights on. It's kind of overcast out here. Alright, mixture full rich. Transponder, we'll put it on. Alright, and I don't guess anything is down here. That's just like an optional panel, I guess. Alright, so let me go ahead and get that all going, and I'm gonna set my altimeter. And let me see if there was, if I remember, any fuel valve. Oh yeah. Okay, it's on left by default, so that's fine. And let's go ahead and prime it now. And hey, I should be able to go ahead and get it started. So let's crank it on up. Alright, got a good start. And yeah, I think it's going to be some rain around, but we will see if we can kind of stay away from it. I can go right in the center right here, this runway, and take off. That's plenty of room, so let's go ahead and get our parking brake off, which is, oh, water rudder right here. I got to remember that now. Parking brake right here. Okay, released. And you'll be able to check it out right here. Let's zoom it out just a little bit. Okay, so the lake is right here, you know, so it's not far at all. Okay, this will be a pretty short flight. We're just gonna go right on down and check out that lake. All right, so let's go ahead and get going. I'm not really worried about too much chop in that lake because it looks pretty narrow, so I don't think it's going to be rough or anything like that and too choppy for me to land. Hopefully not. Alright, so let's go ahead and get on in. I wonder if I should change my trimming up a little bit. Maybe not. I think I'm just going to drop in maybe a notch of flaps and go like that. Just one. I have a little more room if I take off to the right, but this should be plenty enough. I think. I hope so. Okay. Let's go. Oh yeah, this one's got a little bit of power. Decent takeoff, not bad, not bad. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna need some more power. Alright, there we go. I think I got the plane a little bit more stabilized now. I tell you what, when you fly in different weather conditions, you can really notice a lot of different detail around that you don't normally see. Like, because I guess maybe the shadows or anything, there's so much detail. And these graphics are actually pretty incredible out here. So let's take a look at the bigger one here, EFB. So we're just going to kind of go right around. I'm not going to follow this exact course. I just kind of put that there so I can have an idea where I want to go. But I don't want to get too high because I'm going to be out of VFR, you know, regulations. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just stay a little lower. But the whole problem is we have mountains, so I can't get too low. Try to get more of our cruising speed. Maybe right about here should be good. And you know what? Is that drops right there, or just clouds or reflections? Okay, I thought that was raindrops. So I think this is a pretty good altitude. I don't think I'm going to have too much trouble seeing things. Okay. And this is an area, as you might know if you watch my channel, that I don't normally fly around. I don't normally fly around South Korea, but it can be pretty scenic, it looks like, huh? Pretty detailed. A lot of mountains and hills around here. So yeah, look, I could just fly right along here. I could drop a little lower if I want. So we just kind of coming right down into the lake right here. I'm gonna fly around a little bit before I do a landing. And now there's supposed to be some national parks and things like that around here, and I mean, from the air it looks like anything around here could be a national park. Anything, just about. A lot of forest here. But you know, when you fly in real live weather conditions, you really just get a different type of flying. I normally try to do that all the time, but sometimes, I mean, when I fly around the island, sometimes I kind of want some nice weather because I want you all to be able to see the nice sights out there, you know. But even when the weather's not the best, it's still pretty nice. Check this out. Look at this. So I saw a couple of different names. It was calling it. It was spelled like Lake Chungjuho and then Chungju. So, but it's the same thing. I don't know if they just pronounce it Lake Chungju or Juho. I don't really know. It looks like it's spelled Juho. Now, I got the idea to fly this lake because I saw this on Bing wallpaper, like I usually do. So technically, this is one of my Bing wallpaper flights. Check out the area. I gotta be careful around here because, you know, it's these mountains. You know, if I stay over the lake, I should be okay. But these mountains are pretty high. These hills, mountains. Just come some hills around here, but a lot of those mountains behind me are pretty big, pretty good size. Got a boat below me. So the lake goes kind of a ways. Look at it. You can see a good view right here. That's small, but you can still see it pretty well. I mean, check that out. You can see. Let's get the plane a little bit more stabilized. Okay, now. Yeah, because see, it's showing on this Garmin. It's blue, and you can see it black, so you can really see how it kind of runs around in like so many different directions, you know. I'm pretty sure they probably kayak and canoe around here. I mean, it looks like a great place to do that kind of stuff. You have all of these banks, and you can just pull right up on the banks and get out. And it's sandy banks. It just runs a bunch of different ways. You know, I read something about a dam being out here, and I think this might be it. And if it is, I just ran into it. I just by luck here, but I don't know. It's either a dam or maybe a deformed like bridge. You know how some of the bridges are kind of like that, or missing altogether. So, all right, let's turn on through here. I was reading about somebody the other day in a Flight Sim forum or something. They were saying he went back to Flight Sim 2020 because he tired of all of the stuttering. I don't. Why are they getting stuttering? I don't get that. You know. If I told you I had a 4090, you'd probably would believe me. If I was playing this, if I play 2020, you're gonna know I don't have a 4090. I've had worse performance in 2020 than 24, and by far it's no comparison. It really isn't, you know. I mean, you can see it, right? Go back and look at some of my 2024 videos. I had to cut some of my landing out. I mean, I'm sorry, my 2020 videos, I had to cut some of the landing out because it'd be choppy. I had stuttering during landing. I never could figure out what was causing that trouble, but whatever it was, I do not have it in 24. And not only it looks better, I mean, I think it clearly looks better. I don't even think there's even much argument there when you look at it, you know. Clouds, the mountains, the hills, all the detail here looks a lot more realistic to me, to my eyes. I can tell you that. All right, so let's come around here, out this way. We're going to probably do a landing. I had to make sure I got enough altitude to stay above these hills. All right, so let's come on down. I mean, it's still got to watch it, you know. All right. I'm an island pilot. I'm not somebody who normally flies around mountains. I don't do too many bush flights. So, you know, this is still kind of unfamiliar areas for me to fly around. And a plane I don't normally fly, so yeah, we got quite a bit of things. But it's, you know, this is a nice plane, I gotta tell you, and I don't normally fly it much. I need to start flying this 185 some more. Alright, let me start slowing down a little bit. And it's not just because I fly a lot of GA aircraft why I have pretty good performance here. Even airliners, it's so much better and smoother. Now, I do have a decent internet connection, pretty good internet connection, so that does make a difference. Right, we put some flaps in. We're going to land right around here, okay? But this area is nice. I could fly around here probably for hours, you know, so. And just like I thought, the water is smooth. This is where you want to land seaplanes at. A lot of times when I land up islands, man, it's so rough out there. Okay, let's get this water rudder down. All right, look at this. Looks nice in the air, but man, I tell you what, it's really nice in the water. And we're gonna definitely do one of those, you know, quiet serenity moments that I like to do. So let's go ahead and shut things off. All right, and oh, I still had my fuel pumps on, which I did not need, but I guess it didn't affect anything. All right. Plane is shut off. Window opens. I'm not sure about the door. Oh, it does. Check that out. Okay, look at that. Lake Chungjuho, or Chungju, however you want to say. Okay, I'm gonna just stand on a pontoon. I don't know how deep it is here. So yeah, so there you go. Short flight, but nice overall. I like flying around here, and my first time, and this won't be my last time, that's for sure. Alright, so I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye for now.